And right before the show went on, Blake called me and says, hey, there's a fire north of the studio. I'm going to continue north. He went live briefly at the fire, and the fire was located, just so you guys understand, the fire was located at the old St. Augustine Speedway, which is Salt.
So location is now the Saltwater Shooting Club.
Saltwater Shooting Club. It was a storage area. It was a 30 by 50 metal shed that did have vehicles in it. But the report I got from the St. John's Fire Department goes something like this. And this is from Chris Naff from St. John's Fire Rescue. We received a call around 4:05 this afternoon. E12 arrived on the scene to find a 30 by 50 storage shed fully involved. We have the fire knocked down right now and are working on some hot spots. No injuries are being reported. And I think we're going to post some pictures if Blake can grab a couple pictures to see what's going on with there.
Yeah.
So it's a big building. I mean, you can see it next to the fire trucks there. This, the one time he actually talks into the microphone.
I was over here. I need a cough button. You need to upgrade my cough button.
But you can see there are some golf carts in there, some gators, and some other little vehicles that are in there. When they're golf carts and those lithium batteries, they burn really hot. Yeah. So hopefully all our first responders are safe over there and appreciate their quick response to get to that and keep it under control.
The only good evolution of all these e-bikes and golf carts and everything that's electric now is that fire departments are now conversant in how to handle these types of battery fires and things of that nature.
Well, it takes twice as much water to put them out, is what Chief Avales was telling us.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they could foam it, sort of like, their extinguisher, or like airplane foam type of thing.
I don't know.
And I don't know that they carry those on the regular.
Yeah, that's
fire
what I was going to
trucks.
say.
Well,
I mean, they got everything in there that they can probably put on the truck and add that to it. What are you taking away?
Right.
I will say, being on the road that's next to the shooting club, there I definitely saw like three and then like four water trucks like roll by me, like trying to put it out.
Just so they made sure they had enough water there, because it is pretty isolated out there. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, I'm glad everyone was okay.
Right. No injuries. Yeah.
No injuries. Blake, good job getting out there.
Thank you.
Property can be replaced. People can't.
Yeah. Exactly. Fires in the U.S. All right.
Yeah.
$23.2 billion is lost in property, which is including commercial and residential. All right. So $23.2 billion fires in the U.S. And this was in the year 2023.
Okay. That was before the big Pacific fires.
All right. So let's go to an average year. I think all of that was lost in California by itself, probably.
I'm thinking
on residential in 2023, $11.26 billion was lost just on residential fires. So fires are still a thing, even with all our safety factors and everything out there. I live in a house that's built in 1900. So fires are real.
Oh, yeah.
And fires are real no matter how young your house is. And in Florida, lightning strikes are very, very real.
Right.
So make sure you're just being safe.
Well, here, I have a number for you, and you're right. Because I did the cost of loss in California fires in 2024.
Okay.
So, because in 2025, we're only halfway through, a little bit more.
Yeah. We wouldn't have those numbers yet.
The cost of California fires in 2024 is estimated to be between $250 billion and $275 billion in total economic loss. Insured losses.
In economic
correct.
loss.
That's business
I did just
losses.
property.
Well, yeah, okay. $25 billion to $45 billion in insured losses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that number is pretty close to the same, even with that.
Right.
I mean, $1 billion is a lot of
money.
That's a lot of money. $1 billion is a lot of money. So
the Palisades and Eaton fires alone, those were the Altadena and the more recent notorious ones earlier in the year. $35 to $45 billion in insurance payouts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That is crazy. So
Yeah.
just things like incidents like that trigger my brain. Obviously, we talked about the homeless and where they're at. That's all it takes, man. One little
Exactly right.
thing like that, and you think, oh well, they were just renting. Yeah, but now
Right.
they have to come up with deposit first and last and start all over. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, coming up with $6,000 out of your pocket, because the average rental is probably around $2,000.
And compound that by the fact that fires of that magnitude, whether it was the Paradise Fire a couple of years back up in Northern California or the one in Altadena and Pacific Palisades, you had neighborhoods wiped out. It's not one house fire where one family needs to find accommodation.
Yeah, it
You've
wasn't
now
like your
got-
neighbor's like, oh,
Right.
here, we got an extra set of clothes. I mean, the entire neighborhood was gone.
So you've got the strain put on the available housing stock is stretched further because everybody's looking for housing now in relocation.
Yep.
And there's a lot of economic inequity, shall we say, there, because you've got the Pacific Palisades where the celebrities, the stars live. I've got a friend who lives in Pacific Palisades, and they were not suffering because they have an apartment in Manhattan and money to live in a hotel.
Yeah.
But there are also a lot of people in Altadena who didn't have any of that financial backing or resources to be as comfortable in a relocation as other people.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It really is. Fire is very, very frightening.
So,
Prometheus, thank you and curse you.
yes. That won't be a question tonight at trivia.